Hello, beautiful beloveds. This is Stephanie Parasha, Divine Light, coming out to you from New Zealand, Aotearoa, with another download. There's a lot of shifts, huge energy shifts going on at the moment. Massive downloads, massive upgrades. We are in a very changing time, that is for sure. So again, I will. This is to do with the Twin Flame mission, and where we're up to next in terms of the energies and the themes that we're working on. So as we know, we are in teams and pods, and we are kind of like in a relay. So when one team is in the middle of clearing and healing, the other team will be involved in anchoring and stabilizing the energies and holding the grid system in place, and being grounded. So basically, the themes that we're working on at the moment we're definitely in a time of emotional healing and change and transformation. So I saw an image of us all kind of in the ocean. This is humanity, the sea of humanity, in this massive body of water, and various people, having various experiences within that body of water. Some people are very happy floating along, and they've sort of made their own kind of flotation device, and they're quite happy and lying in the sun and enjoying just chilling out in the water. Other people are sort of swimming and feeling as if they're drowning. Their heads are barely above the water. Some people are in sort of like vortexes or sort of whirlpools where they're being drawn down, and then other people are experiencing the real big waves and having to ride those waves. And then, of course, we're in the relation with each other and amongst that sea. So some people are, bumping into each other, and some people are grabbing hold of each other and trying to sort of, in their desperation, cling on for dear life and pull other people in with them. Some people are kind of finding each other along the way and meeting and joining together and finding they're happy hanging out for a bit, and then others are discovering that when the other one moves away from them, that there's a lot of a feeling in general too in the sea, that there's a lot of experience of being alone, the loneliness. And so as we're all kind of experiencing our own sea differently, there is a sense of separation still between us, and sort of that a little bit of a lack of trust, or in some ways almost, those that we do find that we trust, we kind of tend to cling on to them, and there becomes a codependency. And if we grab for another person while they're just happy floating along, we can actually pull them down with us, and we both kind of sink in that water. So that experience of loneliness and separation can lead to dependency. So we're recognizing that behavior now, codependency, that's very much coming up very strong. So that need to be self-reliant, self-buoyancy in that ocean. The other thing that sort of can go on too is when people need to experience each other more closely, and have that sense of neediness or dependency, how that manipulation and in the subtle forms is now coming to more light. So we're now seeing a lot more clearly those underlying manipulative tactics that are around trying to control situations, and in a sense of either when we're trying to pull people towards us and get them to do what we're doing and join us with our movement, or when we're trying to cling on to others that we like the look of what they're doing, and we want to join on to them, but they're not really willing to hold us. So it's that kind of dance of, very much being able to create our own self-reliance and our own buoyancy and ability to float within that sea of emotion. So this is how it's kind of being presented to me. I'm trying to interpret it, to give this information through to you in a way that comes so that I can translate it. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. And I guess in amongst all this experience that we're going through involves, for many, it's surrender. So for those that are really feeling as if they're going very deep and they're losing the control and they're sinking. If you're sinking, there's only one thing to do. You got to surrender. You got to let go. And you'll find yourself somewhere else. You'll pop out somewhere else and trust that process. Like, that is really the only advice I can really say for people that are in that position. There's going to be various people that are along various positions, so they will have different tools and techniques that will alleviate their situation. If you're quite happy floating and you're really in your bubble, like I would say, just keep that bubble as, you know, buoyant as you can, like however you want to see. Like for me, I'm seeing myself on a big giant beach ball, and I'm just kind of bouncing around there and having a good time, you know, on my beach ball. And it's a pretty tough one. It's big, you know, it's really strong, and I can either sit on top of it or I can actually get inside it, and I feel really buoyant, and I don't mind being sort of buffeted around on even on wild oceans in this giant beach ball, because it actually is pretty cool. It's kind of fun because I'm safe inside it. So that's my technique that I use. Yeah, and there's also a sense of, with the beach ball, surrender within that as well, because although I'm safe, I'm also letting myself kind of be bounced around and land wherever I land. Yeah, so I'm not going to go on too much, but I do want to keep you updated with the information as it's coming through, because really I'm getting a sense at the moment, massive energy shifts, a lot coming to light. Some people are going to find the going tough. Some people are going to be okay. Those that are feeling okay are going to support those that are not. It's important that those that are feeling safe and anchored and able to feel the love and the light and the strength to really emanate that out and spread that out to those that are finding these times difficult. So yeah, I think I will leave it there. I'll keep it short. I just wanted to give you a quick update because I have been doing a lot lately, and I'll find that I do that. I'll go on runs where I get a lot of energy coming through all at once, and there's a lot of upgrades going on in my system at the moment. I'm having to sleep endlessly, lots of sleep, and then I'll have a break, and I'll probably move on to back round to another stage of, you know, maybe doing a bit more purging and clearing work, and then those that are doing the that purging work now will step into the anchoring roles, and so on and so on. I guess that's like what a crew does, right? We sort of rotate around on the boat, and we go, you know, when someone gets tired of that role, they take a step back and have a rest. You know, because we're needing that support for each other. We need to work together. Yeah, okay, I will leave it there. Sending you out so much love and light and peace and calm from my heart to yours, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye for now.